Sure, abuti honestly.
All right, we've got a long agenda. The first one is the DA out of the GNU. I'm going to end with that one because it's a bit of long. I want to go through the fast ones. Let me start with the Nelson Mandela Bay rally. Ne? The Nelson Mandela Bay rally. Ne? Patriots, I'm sorry to announce this, but the bus list is closed. I'm sorry. The bus list is closed. The bus list is closed. No more bus list. So I'm sorry to announce this. We are full. The stadium is full already. No more bus list. I'm also telling the SG, no more acceptance of bus lists. All the mayors, and on Tuesday or Wednesday, we're announcing all the remaining mayors of all the areas that is not yet announced. We are going to announce them on Wednesday, I think, Wednesday or Tuesday. We're announcing all the mayors, and those mayors will now work with the bus coordinators. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. You as the mayor are responsible. You are solely responsible for the bus coordination. So it is not the bus company. It is not the PA head office. You are responsible for the bus coordinator. So let's take Ratika. Ratika's got, I think, 56 buses. 56 buses. Those 56 buses, those people, Ratika is responsible for them. Bloemfontein, Limpopo, everywhere. All of the mayoral candidates, yeah, all of those mayoral candidates, you are responsible for those buses. So you're gonna have to have a meeting. You are responsible for the meeting. So for the leaders that has not put the people on a bus list, let this be a lesson to you. No more bus list must be accepted. You will then get correspondence to say, is your bus list, are you on the bus list that has been handed in? So today, there's no more bus list. The Patriotic Alliance is going to have a golf day, guys. You got to be part of the golf day. We've also had a question to say, do the people that wants to attend the after party that came with the bus, we are now working on that because we are doing a different rate. We are not doing what we call in the bus business a standing rate. We're doing a kilometer rate. So if we get a kilometer rate, there's no stand down rate. So if you get a kilometer rate, we will then be able to ask the buses to leave in the morning, for instance, or because I also don't like these buses to drive at night. I can't help it, but yeah, I don't like it. But yeah. So after the rally, you can go to the after party, you can go swim. No, not Denzel style swimming. Not just Denzel, but you must go swim. And then the bus can, not all buses, and this is not yet confirmed. So please don't quote me and say, this is what I've said. So yeah, the stadium is already full. So just, no more bus lists coming up. Nelson Mandela Bay, we want the golf guys. We still need a lot of names for golfers. With myself and there's a lot of people that wrote to us. It really touched me that they can't afford. They want to be at a gala dinner, but they can't afford. So with myself and DP, we shall buy like we will buy like 25 tables with our friends for the people that can't afford, but we already have those people that wrote to us. We have their names. So we will also for the very poor people. So don't now when you say you can't afford, these are people with no jobs that are the volunteers. We are going to pay for them to be at the gala dinner. And then I'm asking all the men be part of the golf day. We still need lots of names the golf still needs a lot of names. In fact, there's only 10 people so far that are part of the golf. Guys, can you please make sure that you are part of the golf? This is a good question. Moet you your golf clubs bring? I don't know. Any and them, you guys can answer that question. Ek het hier golf clubs hier. Ja. Gaat na swaar die kante hoor. So I hope you guys understand that the bus list is full. We are going to Nelson Mandela Bay. We are going to do the lineup. We've also seen that some artists are now starting to overcharge the PA. I said they must remove those artists. We will give you the new lineup. Because we know what people charge. All of a sudden, there's a lot of people now that just charge double. No, we don't play that game here. The people that's coming with cars, we've made provision for you. You guys that like to talk about you play golf, this is your time. Don't worry, I am a very bad golfer and I'm still learning. In fact, I'm still learning and I don't even want to. And as I'm still learning to play golf, you can beat me. So yeah, I will be there. So we've made provision for all the cars that are there. You can still come with your car. Sambo, ek leer ook no golf to speel. I've never played golf, but I'm teaching myself. Not myself. I've got songs. There's a guy who's teaching me how to play golf. Very good coach. So you have that one of Nelson Mandela Bay. I'm going through all the issues. So I don't know at golf clubs, do they rent out all those type of stuff? Yeah, I'm not very good at golf, but I'm going to play. The people that travel by car, you guys are safe. The bus list is closed. The forever lesson out of the Westbury is another agenda point. One thing you must learn out of the victory in Westbury. Let me tell you something. Yeah, females can also join, Simone. Females can also join. The one thing I've learned out of the thing of Westbury, what I've learned out of the thing of the Westbury is that some people, the currency is to insult. The currency is to insult. When you just keep your eye on the price, like what all of you have done in Westbury, they were insulting you, they were giving you all type of stuff. Nadine, can you please just post the golf poster here? People are asking for details. Can you please post the golf thing here? If people insult you, it's fine. You just keep your eye on the price. I learned such a great lesson out of that. Don't get involved. Marilyn didn't get involved in mudslinging. She just kept her eye on the price. They were saying, I remember that there was a meme that was going around in Westbury of Devanay and Mary and I think who was the Councillor Debbie. And they said, PA het gevra vir heavyweights now, political heavyweights now, hulle net heavyweights gestuur. And they were making fun of people and body shaming people. But we kept our eye on the price. We kept our eye on the price. So, we kept our eye on the price. And that's the lesson that you must learn from that. Then the next point on the agenda is, you know, the one thing, this is a one sentence. There's some of you are models at by-elections. When we have a by-election, it means we are going to war. You can't come to the by-election and stand around and do nothing and be on your phone. You are in the way. Julle eet ons kos klaar. Julle drink die koeldrank klaar. Dan as die mense wat werk terugkom, dan kort daar koeldrank en whatever, because jy is net daar. You just there to be on your phone. Julle is models. Julle is net daar for modeling. Manne ook, nie net vrouens hier. It's not good what some of you are doing. We are not coming there to look at you. You're not a model. Get involved. Get involved. Go and work hard. Go and work hard. So I just want to say to you that I've seen the list. Cape Town does have 56 buses. The city of Cape Town coming. And then also I want to say that as I'm going around, now I'm going to start coming around to places and really bring some changes. I mean, like, sport is the one thing in art and culture that I have control over, places like Matikama. I've seen when I was there in Klaver, what the impression that makes. We want to go around to Innerdale, to Rege Park, to Alexandra, to Tokoza. We are coming to those places. We are coming to the places. We are coming to Kimberley. We are coming to all these places. So all we are asking you is just be patient with us. We're coming to Düsseldorf. We're coming to different places. Just be patient. We are going to bring massive changes. I'm working very hard. I met with the federations. I've met boxing. We fixed. We are fixing our sport. It's going to come to our schools. It's going to come to our communities. We're going to do all of that stuff. So we're not just going to do stuff in Eldorado Park. No, we're going to do stuff in Rege Park. We're going to do stuff in Alexandra. We're going to do stuff in Buhle. We're going to do stuff everywhere. KZN, everywhere. Then I want to tell you something that very few leaders that criticize me can say. When we set out the PA, when we started the PA, we said, what is it we want to achieve? And we said, we want to create leaders. That is what. So people were saying, yeah, but, you said if these people are going to arrest you, you're going to apply for bail. What about the PA? I said, the PA has enough leaders. And that, for me, is the proudest thing I've ever achieved. We've created leaders in the PA. We've created leaders. Leaders that operate without me or without the DP. Leaders that don't wait for us. We have created leaders in our communities. And that is, if you ask me, what's the best thing the PA has done? The PA has created leaders. Dit was nie maklike. Here was teekse, hingste en donkies. Maar die mense het ons getrek en reggebring. Today they can arrange. I remember how I used to sit with Mary and Chanel and teach them. This is how a by-election works. This is how it, today those people, they are experts. Today we have leaders in our different communities. We have leaders. Look at Karoo Hoogland. I'm told, they said, no, don't send volunteers yet. We are sorted. That, for me, is leadership of leader Mitas and them there. We've created leaders. We've created leaders. Many of you that talk about me, you said, I was a leader. Yeah, you were a leader. I'm also a leader. I've got following of people following me. But that means nothing if you just have a following. Did you create leaders? Did you create leaders? And for me, leaders is, a leader's job is to create other leaders. A leader's job is to work yourself out of a job. And today I'm standing here proudly to tell you, no matter what you say about Gayton, I've played a big role in creating many leaders in this country. So I know some of you are like, Pres, when you come in here, Pres, when you come in here, I've not started my tour. But I'm not going to leave one place behind. I'm asking you just for one thing, is for patience. Some people, I look at my boys, my sons, Tegan and Cruz, I've not seen for, I'll tell you exactly, 42 days. I've not seen my kids. Because they had to go overseas to go play soccer. When they came back, I left. We just keep on missing each other. So I haven't seen my kids for close to 2 months. I'm mentioning that to you so that you must understand my staff. Don't be rude to them when they tell you, my life is hectic. So please just be patient. That's all I'm asking you. We are not going to leave you behind. People have an emergency, then they want us to drop all our other emergency to attend to their emergency. It doesn't work like that. I know you want to see me. I also want to see you. But it's not possible all the time. Let's just be patient. Patience is power. Power is patience. I said, people said, yeah, you're going to bring, he's lying. He said he's going to bring VAR. Where will they get the money? He's just lying, this man. Now we've budgeted for VAR. We spoke to SAFA. We are ready to move. In fact, what you call it? What is this area called? I was a bit annoyed that the area wasn't placed this weekend. because but I must be patient because people must do the right things. So this is the week where the advert for VAR is going to come out. Our football is going to grow. It's going to be on international standard. So I know you all want to see me. I also want to see you, but just be patient. Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process. And that is what I want you to know. Trust the process. We're going to see you. You're going to see. We're going to work together. We're going to change sport in this country. We're going to fix not only in certain communities. We must do it in all communities. People say, yeah, this place needs you. All the places apparently needs me. And I need to be there. And I'm going to get there. But I can't be everywhere. So I'm begging you for patience. That's all I'm asking you. I'm not saying you must wait until next year. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying let us just sort out this budget issues and sort everything out. I don't want to come there empty-handed. Please. That's what I wanted to say to you. So that's why I can't wait for the rally to see some of you. I am so excited. That's why I'm there from Wednesday. I'm there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm there. Ek Landela Wednesday. And then let me tell you something. You know why the DA is fighting me? Why are they fighting Fadiel? They're not fighting Fadiel. They're not fighting me. They are fighting the people, what we stand for. They are fighting who we represent. They say Fadiel sold them out. He didn't sell them out. Fadiel has been offered many positions. I'm going to tell the truth tonight. I have been mandated to go speak to Fadiel. Fadiel, I'm talking about since the GNU started, Fadiel said no. I said, why? He says, I've got one reason only. I said, what's your reason? He said, I don't want to be where the DA is. Fadiel don't vote with the DA. Fadiel don't want to be with them. So he mustn't lie. And I'm not going to say nothing when a lie is being told. I can tell you I have spoken to Fadiel on more than 8-9 times. Then I was sent by the GNU to negotiate with Fadiel. He said, no, as long as the DA is there. So the DA mustn't come and lie and say Fadiel is sold out. Fadiel don't even vote with the DA. So I just thought I must be honest and tell you the truth. I know the offers that has been made to Fadiel. Because you know how I know? I've been entrusted with those offers. And he said, I would love to take this offer, but not for as long as the DA is there. And then you have the story. So they mustn't come and say Fadiel sold them out. Fadiel does nothing where the DA is involved. So I hope you understand that. So I needed to just say that. So the truth must come out. You see, I'm not going to stand here because Fadiel is a political rival. I must now let him be bashed, and I know the truth. I also know the positions that has been offered to Fadiel. I was the one they sent, and he said no. So I needed to make sure you know that. And, you know, I heard people are saying, yeah, you sold out. You voted for it. The farmer and the farm worker can't vote for the same party. That one. Because your interest is not the same. The farm worker wants to make sure his family has food and he has a good job. The farm worker is more concerned about his crop, the economy at a larger scale, about export and import, actually. So I'm saying to you that, I'm mentioning this to you that on the budget, there's some issues that our people, that's not important that's not important to, for instance, some of the white people. But they're important to our people, like more policing. Our children are the ones being killed. So I wanted to tell you that our teachers are the ones losing their jobs. The grant of our people are going to be more because of more revenue that's going to be created. So some of you are not with us. Because you just hear the DA says this, oh, president's uit verkoop. You just hear, I mean, they lie about your own people and you just believe it. How? How do you believe that? How do you believe anybody that says nonsense about your own people? You can't. The issues affecting the black and colored communities and things, it's a different issue sometimes that affects the white community, and that is the truth. Now, you asked me to stop teachers being retrenched. Now I go fight for that. What type of a man will I be if there's a 2 percentage point VAT and I help bring it down to 0.5? I will never vote for you again. Yeah, don't vote for me. You mustn't vote for a person that you don't trust. Imagine, so which means tomorrow they'll tell you I killed somebody, you'll just believe it. Hoekom is jy nie sement vas nie? Look at what's happening now. They go and say, no, I'm not going to allow them to lie about Fadiel. I'm not going to allow that. I can tell you that now. Our people need jobs. Our people need that. And we need to have that conversation. They say, what about the poor? These people didn't negotiate for the poor. I posted the letter. I posted the letter where they were looking for a job for Solly Malati, Minister Solly Malati, and the Deputy Minister Sarupen. They wanted to privatize stuff. They were doing their own deals. You say, Press doesn't care about the poor. I didn't do deals. Herman Mashaba of Action SA was the real hero for me. And Musi Maimani. Because those two people, Musi Maimani and Herman Mashaba, didn't come with deals. They came with solutions. The DA came with deals. If you give us this, we can have that. Today they're the ones saying they care about the poor. Do you know, let me make you one example. Patriots. I was walking one day, just take a walk with one of the biggest people in medicine and medical aid. Medical aid. One of the biggest. They make billions from it. And we just chatted and I said, listen, I would want to ask your advice on the NHI. National Health Insurance Plan. He says to me, Gayton, I hate it. But the people need it. Now, poor people also need medical help. Because it's expensive to go to hospitals. Poor people also need the NHI bill to be passed. The DA says, don't pass that bill for the poor. I got medical aid. Poor people don't have medical aid. Now, this NHI helps poor people. But the DA says, no, don't pass that. Then we'll vote for VAT. And the one thing you must understand about the Patriotic Alliance leader, which is me, I always come to give you the full facts. I always come to give you the full facts. They lie about me. I always come and say, this is what they wrote. This is the thing. So now some of you jumping into conclusions. Imagine them caring about the poor. So why do they still evict people in Cape Town if they care about the poor? Why are they asking so much electricity in George if they care about the poor? Let me feel that too much, man. The DA's tyd is oor. Let me tell you, the DA's time is over. The time of the DA is over. Do you know how many DA councillors want to join PA? But we're assessing each and every one of them. Because it's not the time to come join me. We want to make sure you're coming for the right reasons. Die DA is klaar. Westbury het jou gewys die DA is klaar. Dyseldorp het jou gewys die DA is klaar. Klaver het jou gewys die DA is klaar. George, oor 20 het jou gewys die DA is klaar. Sambo het jou gewys die DA is klaar. Wat soek julle nog? PA bied them double trouble. En julle in Westbury van die parties. You remember what 20 in George when the councillor left again after we beat them? We came back and we beat them again. The same in Düsseldorf. We came back and we beat them again. Moet die maak om terug om julle weer rapsie gee nie. You'll swear I was the one there because the media writes just Gayton. You'll swear I was the one that said, vet, sharp, nobody else. It's just Gayton. Hulle werk my vrek terwyl julle saamstem van julle. Nee, jy moet gaan. No, really, you must go. You must go. You mustn't follow men you don't trust. Imagine, I live my life for the poor. I live my life for the poor. But you swear I'm the finance minister. Because it's just Gayton sold you out. The DA had me op hulle page. Alles. The DA don't care about the poor. So as you bring electricity prices down, if you care about the poor. They can try, you know, I'm so happy. Let me tell you why I'm happy. The election is here. Laat ons sien waar David die wortels begrawe. Julle, want nog hier dia. You know, for me, I see a shift in the atmosphere in Namakwa. You know, the people in the Eastern Cape, they would stand with the ANC. But you know, you look at places like Namakwa, there's nothing. There's nothing for our people. You ask yourself, how? How did you guys, how can there be so nothing for our people? Maar that's a almost shift in the atmosphere. There's a shift in the atmosphere in Namakwa. A shift. In the atmosphere. Namakwa is now turning their back against the ANC because they have nothing to show for 30 years. Their children don't have jobs. They don't have proper housing. They don't have the lifestyle that their votes should have afforded them. Die mense van Namakwa is dik. Hulle is moeg van die leuns, van die gesteelery, van chommies, jy moet eers 'n connection hê voor jy werk kry. Daai tyd is verby. Die PA het gelandela in Namakwa. Ek is binnekort in die kooi. Ek is binnekort in Namakwa. Julle het gedink ons mense gaan vir ewig toe is. En tot die mense wat nog sê viva, hulle het ons gesê viva. Ons sê net viva, want my kind werk nog daar. Ek weet waar ek my currency gaat maak. Julle gebruik staatsgelde om te campaign, particularly in the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture daar. I'm going to take that matter up with the MEC. Let me tell you something, you can fool people for a short space, you can't fool people forever. Onze mense is dik van voor gelieg te word. Daar's 'n shift in Namakwa. Onze mense mag miskien arm is, maar hulle is nie dom nie. Julle dink omdat onze mense arm is hulle dom. Die groen golf kom deur soos donderweer. Julle gaan kom sien. Julle gaan kom sien hoe ons mense se lewens kom verander. Van julle, we see your post. We see your post. Niemand het julle geken nie. Nobody knew who you are. PA made people to know who you are. Today you're the one you are friends with our enemies. You guys post messages. Ons weet julle is lankal weg. Moenie bysa nie. Release yourself, my kinders. The ones that don't want to be here anymore, release yourself. Don't hang around. You found this PA here and you're going to leave this PA. And when you come back, it will be stronger than when you left it. So I'm saying to you, do not do that to yourself. If you no longer want to be a chase, gaan my second. Don't stay around here trying to make us happy and trying to fool us. We are okay. You guys must just go. We know we are growing. Look how quickly we filled the stadium. He's the PA.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Patriots. We're back again with another one. Just like the young 2000s would usually say. Well, as you know, I'm just gonna touch and react on a few things that the president spoke about in this live video, and started talking about the rally and the tickets, you know, being expensive and stuff. And so also talking about the buses list having been closed. So that was also very unexpected, because a lot of the times you find that political parties struggle to actually fill tickets so early, like over a month before the actual event, right? So that was also very, very interesting to get. But also glad that my name is being put down there, but also just wait for the confirmation that the president does talk about. So it'll be interesting to get that and actually be able to share it with you guys. Yeah, the mayor are responsible for the buses, but which is also what we would expect, especially like here in the Free State, where actually didn't sound like there's much, because I thought they said something like 800, 600, 700, somewhere along those numbers of people that are actually having registered their names, right? So it wasn't that many, but the president had also said that it's going to extend it. But then now that it is confirmed that the numbers have exceeded or are now up to the level that they consider as being enough to fill the stadium. As we heard, he had said multiple times that the stadium is now full. So that was also very interesting. So we're gonna just have to see how that goes, and I can't wait. Papa. Talking also about the golf day. Something I don't think I'm gonna personally be involved in, but also be interesting for those who can actually be involved in that. You know, would be nice to be gather more content and so forth. So we'll just be waiting on stuff like that. The bus and the after party. So it seems like the president is trying to make some arrangements so that some of us who will be on the buses can actually be able to go to the after parties. Also emphasizing on leaving at night, which is also very considerate, because leaving at night is also very, very dangerous. So it will be also very helpful so that people do not have to leave at night, and they can actually then sleep. I don't know how that is going to be arranged. Maybe people will just find ways to just sleep in the bus, whatever way that's possible. So So that's going to be very interesting to see how it goes, but we'll see and keep listening in on some of those developments as they come. And then saying that they're going to try to get tickets for volunteers, because some people just can't afford those tickets. 25, so about 50 tickets that they're going to buy, or 25 tickets, or 25 tables, if I heard what he said, but I think it was actually saying tickets. Yeah. And then also saying that, yeah, I'm gonna see how that one goes with the volunteers being invited over to the gala dinner, which is one I don't think I'm gonna be able to make, but all the best on that. Definitely hope they all enjoy it. We'll also hopefully be able to serve some content from there. Then the Westbury currency is insults, where people just busy swearing at each other in the means of trying to discredit other councillors, which is actually immature and totally not right. Gotta have to be totally always truthful to people. So actually trading insults to great people to try and score cheap points actually is disgusting, And then part on shaming people. You can't be there shaming people, but then those people who have been shamed today, they're now serving you L's, and L's, loss after loss after loss. So body shaming people in politics doesn't actually work. That is something that we usually see with the EFF. So it's surprising when the president mentions it with a party that is not the EFF. And then the by-elections are war. People go there to work and do something. And I thought that the president has actually emphasized that a whole lot of other times, that when it's time for by-elections, not times for people to go and sit and look cool, pressing their cell phones. So if you feel that you don't have work, so rather leave, rather say, where can I help, and then be given work. If not, then leave, or maybe trade with other people, give each other chances to work. If the other rests, then you can do that their work, and continue pushing work. Find ways. We're very, very creative these days. Then visiting places for changes. Yeah, so the president says he will be visiting different places to go and implement changes in those places into the terms of sports. So, yeah, we can already see the work. Will be also very interesting to see the work progress over time. So, very, very eager on that. And I believe that the president will continue to do good work in his ministerial position, which is already shown by flying colors that he's exceptional and by far the best. Can't nobody compare to him. Then it's also said it's creating leaders, and has created many leaders in the PA should he be unable to lead today. The president believes that with all the work he has done over the years, has actually been able to prepare leaders that are ready right now to lead and to actually implement changes in the lives of people. And that one is also very, very interesting to me, because I do believe that the president is talking the truth and has done that. But it also would be nice where we can have more leaders actually be a bit more visible in public as more power is able to be won. But that at the end of the day will be unable to be run away from, because once you're in government, once you're in having an ability to implement changes, having ability to have seats in legislature and so forth, then it will all come naturally without a doubt, right? Then saying that they're budgeted for the VAR, something that some of us who are soccer fans are very, very interested in and waiting eagerly, because we love soccer and we know the benefit of VAR. So we'd love to have that in. And since it's budgeted for, can't complain. We're very, very happy because some games we've just lost because the referee took bad decisions. Then it's talking about a VAR advert, which I can't wait to see. That will be coming this coming week. Adverts cost a lot, but then they actually are like a stamping authority that this that I've actually spoken will begin, because it says gonna begin in April, but in terms of how is it then just going to start working, because people have to have certain trainings and stuff. So he mentioned something along those lines, which you'll have to see over time. And sports and RSA to change. Well, we really don't need that, but we need it to change for the best and improve, because we have a lot of potential, a lot of talent, but what we need is just kids' talents to actually be able to be harvested, groomed, and actually polished so that they can actually excel and shine to the world, you know. Then the DA fighting people. Okay, yeah, the DA saying that attacking Gayton Mckenzie and Fadiel Adams because they are actually representing the colored people, and that is actually who they attacking, saying that they're not working for you. Because you must have seen that thing that came out recently where they say that Fadiel and Gayton Mckenzie had voted against and had voted for the VAT increase, and painting them as if they're people who are actually against them and the community. But it's actually been said many times that the DA were actually negotiating to benefit themselves and not the people. But now they pretend to have been representing the people, which is also something to take very big note of, right? And then saying that Gayton Mckenzie also confessing that he had actually been sent multiple times to actually go and convince Fadiel to actually vote and take certain decisions. But Fadiel had always said that tempting, but I do not want to be where the DA is. Right? Offered positions and said that I will not be where the DA is, showing total disregard to actually vote with or actually take part in anything that the Democratic Alliance will be in, and seeing that as a sellout. And so now they actually hate that about him, and hence they try to actually bribe him when they see that he can't actually do that, and then they try to send Gayton Mckenzie. And talking about things that actually the DA represent, the people that the DA represent, and other parties like the PA, ANC, EFF, and so forth, that they understand things that we need, that the DA do not understand, making examples such as more policy, because we need a whole lot of that and better public resources and some of the other things that we actually really need, like also the ones of zero rated, because then those are the parties that actually feel our pain, know what we're talking about, and actually can relate, because many of them will have had the very same background, right? And then in his voting for the budget, because people had actually said, please stop the teachers from being retrenched, and in this taking into decision to that vote was actually considering stuff such as that, right? That teachers do not get retrenched, that if people do not trust in him, let them go and vote on trust to the people that they trust, because they have to vote for somebody that you trust, like voting for Gayton Mckenzie and trusting that when certain decisions such as these are to be taken, voted for, he is going to be taking the best decision for you, considering you as the citizens, as people of this country. That the DA did their own deals instead of actually considering the poor. They were too focused on their own deals and how they're going to be benefiting. Then came Mashabe and Meimani with some ideas in trying to implement those ideas so that they can actually help decrease their 0.5. So even though they voted for the budget, but that is what they were saying. Let us rather then focus on these, which is also what Helen Ziller is against, and also Zongezo Zibi, right? And then saying that things like the NHI are things that the poor people need. And then in this instances, you sometimes actually will vote for people because the poor people are most of your constituents within the PA as well, knowing that they actually would need this because it can benefit a whole lot of other people. Yeah. Then they're saying that we always know that our President Gayton Mckenzie will always come and tell us the full facts, and which is true. We can all support this. We can all agree to this because just yesterday was giving us why it actually voted for this whole budget fiscal framework. So had brought it forward to us, and we can believe him. We do not have a reason to doubt him. And a whole lot of people have also gone to believe him. And the DA having losing wards, many wards they're beginning to lose, but they also believe that they're going to be winning wards. So going to be very, very, very interesting, especially as time goes by. See, and the DA not fighting. Yeah, the DA not fighting for the poor, which we all know. The Namakoi people turning their place around because they have always been voting for the ANC, but now they need to actually change because those people haven't done anything for them for years. So people are now tired of unchanged lives. Their kids still living in poor conditions. Then go be friends with enemies, because if you're friends with enemies, you will be chucked out along with those enemies. Will be very, very interesting. Now, the president has spoken a whole lot of interesting facts, which are very nice to listen to with you and actually share. Gonna have to actually follow up on a whole lot of these things. Gonna be noting them down because also wanna follow up on some other things, especially in the changes that the president will be doing and improving the lives of many South Africans, as he already does. Especially once this budget is finally passed through, come the 1st of May. So many things will be interesting. Let's keep watching. Be glued to our screens. Most importantly, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, patrons. Salute, don't buy Zani.
Nothing. Sure, I would do ownership.